You've probably noticed before, haven't you? The moment when you walk into a room. And even before a word is spoken, you can feel it. The energy, the mood. Like a tuning fork, sensing the hum of the world. You resonate, you attune. And maybe, just maybe, you've realized this ability, this deep instinctive knowing, it isn't just something that happens to you, but something you can use. Because everything is vibration. Sound waves, they ripple through the air. Heartbeats sync in rhythm. A smile, a frown, a sigh. Each carries a frequency, a resonance, a song. And most fascinating part, you've already been doing this. Each time you felt someone's joy before they even spoke. Every time you've known something was wrong before a single tear fell. Now imagine this. What if instead of being swept away by those waves, you could surf them? What if you could step into another storm, not to be lost in it, but to guide them back to the shore? Because here's the secret. When you resonate with someone's chaos, when you match their rhythm, you create a bridge, a connection so deep they can't help but follow when you shift the tune. You see, it's not about forcing change, it's about leading it. Have you ever watched a flock of birds? How they turn together in perfect harmony? The shift begins with just one subtle change, one moment of balance, and then the whole flock follows. That's how energy works. That's how healing happens. As you think about this now, as your mind naturally begins to weave these ideas together, in ways even you might not fully realize yet, you can start to notice something. A new awareness, a recognition that every interaction is a dance of resonance, a song waiting to be played, and you, yes you, have the power to shift the melody. Because healing isn't about fixing, it's about remembering balance, remembering harmony, remembering that no matter how far someone strays into fear, anger or sadness, there's always a way back. And as you begin to really feel this truth settle in to the deepest part of you, you might even smile because some part of you already knows this. Isn't that interesting? The world moves in rhythm, the rise and fall of breath, the gentle pull of the tide, the way laughter spreads in waves through a room, before anyone even knows why they're smiling. You felt it before, haven't you? That invisible thread connecting you to the unspoken, the unseen, the felt. Because everything, every thought, every feeling, every whispered moment of realization, it's a vibration, a song, a frequency weaving through the air, through time, through you. And as you begin to notice this now, as you begin to really feel the depth of what this means, there's a part of you, perhaps a quiet part deep inside, that's always known. And maybe that's why, even when someone else is caught in the storm of their own emotions, you can sense it, absorb it, become it, for a moment. Not to be lost, but to understand. Because connection, real connection, is built in the space where two frequencies meet. And the beauty of that, if you can match it, you can change it. That's right. Just like a tuning fork can bring another into harmony. Just like a single candle can turn darkness into light. You too have always had this ability to step into chaos, not to stay, but to lead gently, effortlessly, back to balance. Because here's the truth that feels so good to remember. No one wants to be lost. No one chooses disharmony. And once you've connected, once they feel you, once they know they're not alone, they'll follow. And isn't that an incredible realization? That healing, it isn't something you do to someone. It's something that happens naturally when you become the balance. When you show the way. Not with words, but with presence. Because people, they don't need to be told what to feel. They just need to be shown what's possible. And so, just like that, without even trying, You find yourself stepping into that space more and more, don't you? A space where emotions flow, but they don't overwhelm. A space where you can walk into the deepest storm, touch the chaos, and still remain steady, because something inside you already knows the way back. And as you feel this settling deep into you now, as if it's always been there, because hasn't it? You can begin to notice the shifts happening effortlessly in how you see, in how you feel, in how you move through the world. Because balance, it isn't about staying still. It's about knowing how to return again and again with ease, with grace, with a quiet certainty. No matter how far the waves pull you, the shore is always there, waiting. And isn't it fascinating how now, without even trying, you can already feel that truth resonating within you? And as you begin to notice now, something shifting, something awakening, something that perhaps has always been there, waiting, you might find yourself wondering, was this knowledge ever really lost? Or was it simply waiting for the right moment, the right feeling, the right realization to emerge? Because isn't it fascinating how a single note, when struck just right, can make another vibrate in perfect resonance? As if it remembers, as if it knows, as if some deeper part of it has always been attuned to that frequency, just waiting for the right sound, the right touch, the right moment, to hum with life once again. And you've felt it before, haven't you? That moment when someone's pain became your own, when their joy lifted you, when the air around you changed. Not because of what was said, but because of what was felt. And in that moment, something profound was happening. A tuning, a remembering, a rebalancing. Because energy moves, it flows, it seeks balance. Just like water finding its level. Just like breath moving in and out. Just like the way laughter and sadness dance through a room, shifting, swaying, seeking harmony. And the most beautiful part, the moment you step into balance, the moment you allow yourself to become the centre, something incredible happens. Others follow, not because they're told to, not because they're forced, but because something inside them recognizes something inside you. A resonance, a knowing, a way home. And isn't that a powerful thought? That healing, it isn't something that must be pushed, pulled, or demanded. It's something that happens naturally, effortlessly, inevitably, when the right conditions are met. Just like a flower turns towards the sun. Just like a river finds its way to the sea. Just like the body knows how to breathe without thinking. And as you feel this truth settling deeper now, in ways you don't even have to fully understand, you might begin to notice that you've already begun to embody this. Every interaction, every word, every moment of connection is an opportunity to guide, not with force, but with presence, with steadiness, with that unshakable knowing that balance, it's not a struggle, it's a return. Because just as easily as you can step into disharmony, you can step out. Just as naturally as you can feel someone else's energy, you can shift it. Just as effortlessly as you've learned to walk, to speak, to feel, you can remember this ability now. A skill that you've always had. A gift that was never missing, only waiting. Isn't it fascinating how even now, some part of you has already started using this without effort, without thought, without needing to try. As if it's always been a part of you. Because, hasn't it?